What a night it's going to be tomorrow night on pay-per-view. Those guys.
Contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from the province de Quebec. Weight of 527 pounds, Jacques and Pierre, the Quebecers.
Certainly the Quebecers would love to be in the tag team title hunt, but the focus of Tag Team Gold will be on the LOD New Age Outlaws Collision tomorrow night on pay-per-view.
Their opponents, at a total combined weight of 552 pounds, Buchanan and Poirier Armageddon.
They were formerly the Truth Commission. Now they have separated from the Jackal.
And they've obviously gone to a different clothier. And regardless of how you package these guys, don't get me wrong, I take them seriously because they're two big, strong, rough, tough guys. They have just needed direction. Jackal gave them the direction that he wanted them to go in, which was not necessarily the best for them.
You know, James C., there's not too many people that know more about the LOD than you do. You've managed a lot of teams against that combination of Hawk and Animal. And it's just shocking to think back of all the things that the New Age Outlaws have done to the Legion of Doom, notwithstanding Hawk getting his mohawk shaved.
Well, I think that was, of course, a humiliating thing to have happen, but nothing compared to the physical punishment that the Outlaws have put on the LOD. But that doesn't bother the Road Warriors. I can tell you that. I watched Hawk climb a 25-foot scaffold in the Omni in Atlanta while he had a broken leg, and they won that match. I know that firsthand. I've never seen anybody able to put the Road Warriors, the LOD, down and out.
And, man, the LOD will never forget those encounters with the New Age Outlaws. It'll be settled, perhaps once and for all, tomorrow night on pay-per-view as Poirier just ate some leather from Pierre. Oh, Poirier catches the clothesline from Pierre Ouellette. And certainly one thing that these two men in the ring have in common, they are both French-Canadians.
Boy, I'll tell you, that Pierre is deceptive. You look at that physique, at that body shape, and you figure he's not going to be doing very many quick moves, but he is deceptively fast.
You know, I'll tell you something else about deception, and don't let your eyes deceive you. Don't judge the book by its cover, as the old cliche goes. And Mick Foley, and there's a power slam and a cover by Poirier. Dude Love, one of the alter egos of Mick Foley, has a golden opportunity tomorrow night on pay-per-view to become the WWF champion. And a lot of folks are saying that Dude Love doesn't have a chance. And I know you and I don't agree on a lot, but we do agree that that's wrong.
You got that right. A lot of people are saying, well, maybe Vince McMahon will screw Steve Austin. I think Dude Love may screw Steve Austin, because I'm going to tell you something right now. Cactus Jack, over the past 8, 9, 10 years, has beaten just about everybody in this sport. He beat everybody in WCW for about a 4 or 5 year period. As Mankind, he beat The Undertaker not once, not twice, but I believe 3 times. He's beaten Vader. He's beaten every top name in the WWF as either Cactus Jack, Mankind, or Dude Love. It's all the same guy, folks. It's just a mind game that he plays.
Exactly right. And nice nip up by Jacques Rougeau. Drop kick now on Buchanan. I'll guarantee you one thing. I don't know what's going through Mick Foley's mind in this Dude Love persona. But when you talk about not knowing what somebody's thinking, what must Stone Cold Steve Austin be thinking these days?
What is Jacques Rougeau? Well, that's just stupid.
Well, he's a little bit goofy.
He is just a blithering idiot. Yeah, what is he thinking? That's what I want to know.
We heard those comments earlier from Stone Cold, and he feels that he may be preparing to get the short end of the stick in his own view. I don't want to get myself in any more trouble, but in any event, Austin's got to be thinking about, everything but Dude Love. Quite frankly, Stone Cold seems to be thinking strictly about Vince McMahon and what McMahon may or may not do sitting in ringside.
And that may be what Dude Love wants. That may be what Vince McMahon wants. That may be what the point of this whole thing is. And we'll talk more about it later.
And right there we see Flapjack right on the top rope. Cornette here at ringside. The Quebecers meeting Armageddon. And during the commercial break, James, here's what we saw.
Well, the Quebecers with a tremendous double-team maneuver could have caved the man's chest in. And 1, 2, and he caught him. He caught him with a double underhook on the arms and actually took Jacques over for a 2 count. I guess that move was impactful, but not devastatingly so.
Certainly shows the toughness and resilience of Buchanan and Poirier. now known as Armageddon. And Poirier now tagged in. Poirier and Jacques. Nails Pierre as well. I think Jacques is a legal man in this matchup. I'm not really sure.
I don't know, and I don't think it matters to Poirier right now because he's just going to take it to both of them. Buchanan back in the ring, and we have an out-of-control situation here, folks.
Neither of these teams certainly are fan favorites. Neither team like to adhere to the rules as they are structured. And referee Jack Doan is saying, I guess that's what the hell, let's let him go.
Well, I don't think Jack Doan can remember exactly who he's supposed to get out. There go the Quebecers. Little sandwich.
A lot of speculation as to who's going to officiate the WWF title match tomorrow night on pay-per-view. And I know Vince McMahon was hoping that Earl Hebner would be back. I don't think that's going to be the case, even though Earl's getting better. There's a cover and a near fall by Buchanan, who seems a little bit bewildered that he didn't get the 3 count.
I thought he would have had him there because he caught Pierre's feet and drove him right down on his head in midair. There's a switch.
And Jacques, the veteran, tripping Buchanan, and Buchanan went face first down.
What?
And now Jacques with a cheap shot on Poirier.
Well, I tell you, I've lost total track, JR, of who's legal, who's illegal, and I don't think it matters because the referee has to look
out here. Look out here. Boston Crab and a leg drop right off the rope onto the back of the neck of Buchanan. A devastating tandem move. And the Quebecers with a hard-fought victory here over Armageddon.
The Quebecers.
Well, Buchanan and Poirier took everything that the Quebecers could throw at him until finally Buchanan was double-teamed behind the referee's back. The Quebecers are pretty slick with that. They may do some weird things, but they win some matches, JR.
Folks, when we come back, we'll have some personal thoughts on Unforgiven.